In 1919, Woodrow Wilson was trying to sell the United States of America on his greatest concept, which was the League of Nations. And he went around the country on a 29-city tour. In so doing, he collapsed in the middle and was rushed back home to Washington, where 3 days later he suffered a stroke. This stroke was kept from the United States. It was kept from the world. Woodrow Wilson's wife, Edith, and his doctor conspired, basically, to keep this a secret from the world. And they were successful in doing that. During this period, Mrs. Wilson basically became the steward. She ran the government for all intents and purposes. The president was unable to get out of bed. He could still speak, and he did not lose his thought process. But he was too weak to run the government. And so Mrs. Wilson stepped up, and many consider her the first female president of the United States, because for many months she was the one who called meetings. She was the one who decided what the president saw, read, made decisions on. She was the one who transmitted his responses to any queries back to the world. As a result of this, now decades later, a 25th Amendment was added to the Constitution, which has to do with presidential incapacitation. And at what point does a president lose his power? Who determines whether the president is no longer capable of running the country? In this instance, Mrs. Wilson and a doctor made that decision all by themselves.